So I recently was just asked for an Audi TT stencil that they could blast. So I thought I'd do a quick video of it because it's the sort of thing that a lot of people want to find out. So I did a quick Google search for Audi TT and it's come up with a whole load of pictures, but unfortunately none of these are actually going to be particularly easy to translate onto a sandblast stencil. Photoblast stencil, yeah, not too bad. But a sandblast stencil is going to be more challenging. So I searched for Audi TT outline in the hopes that that was going to give me something a little bit more useful. And I started seeing this sort of thing, which was ideal really for what we're looking for. Somebody's already done a stencil, etc. This was the one that I think was going to work the best. So I'm going to open that image in a new tab and then copy it. And then in Corel, I'm just going to put that in. So I've got my image. I'm now going to trace it and just try and pick out the various useful bits, etc. So you can see that the trace has done a reasonable job of it. I could possibly add a little bit more in, see if I can get something slightly better. But actually, I want to get that door handle in if I can. Still not got the door handle. There we go, we've got a door handle. So that looks okay to me. I'm going to click OK. And I've now got a whole raft load of objects that I can mess around with. I'm not actually interested in 90% of these objects, so I'm just going to ungroup it. And I'm going to say the one that I want is that one in the middle. Now, because this stencil was of a car and the car was done in a sticker by the looks of things, it was all a completely uniform colour, so it came out as one object, which means I just have my one object over here. I've got a little bit to do to tart it up, but it's basically one object, so I can take that one and then delete the rest of it. And I can now just go in and fiddle with this to sort it out. So I'm just going to take these extra objects out here. So I'm using the shape tool because I've basically got one curve. We can see over here there's one curve. So I'm going to use the shape tool and I'm just going to delete these points here. And then I'm going to click on one of the nodes that join that and just drag that back a bit to keep the shape looking a little bit more Audi TT like. If I was starting to mess around, I could add a point in here and I could make that point a cusp, and I could then just straighten out the windscreen a little bit so that it doesn't look quite so round at that corner. And I could mess around with the shape of the door handle and the wing mirror and all the rest of it. But does this actually plot? Yes, at the right size this will plot. Will it do what the customer wants it to do? Yes, at the right size. Again, this is probably going to be about right for what the customer's looking for. So I mean, at the moment that's only 9 centimeters long. So these lines are really quite narrow here. But at the sort of size that the customer's going to want it, I think that'll probably do the job.